Hey guys, welcome back to Rob's Garage. Today we're working up the skirt of our 74 Plymouth Duster. Stay tuned. Alright, so what we have here is it's a whole lot of not good. So one thing, as you should know, we're switching the car over to EFI, so these fuel lines got to go. So first up, I'm gonna rip all that out. Then I'm gonna rip out all the wiring, cause yeah, and then we'll clean up underneath here. So let's go ahead and get this junk out of here. Well, this bolt right here just doesn't want to come out, and it's fine. I don't have safety glasses, but I do got just regular glasses, so and then boop. That's trash, and that's also trash. So let's get this out. And damn, that's why I wanted to get it out. This is all old fiberglass resin. When I moved like 3 times ago, I left Ohio, went to Colorado, and I had a can of fiberglass resin back here. If I move, I typically just take everything, like, throw it in the trunk here, because, it's aluminum, right? So I'll be able to scrape it off. Well, he called me on my bluff, and I don't know if it was hot and it exploded or what, but it got nasty. So I should have did this many years ago, but I didn't. So here we are now. Once I got to Colorado, it ran for a couple of months. Not even a couple of months, I'm gonna say a couple of weeks. And then it dropped a cam. That's what happened to it. And as soon as I realized it, I didn't realize it actually. I was going up a hill, and I was like, man, it's taking like a quarter throttle, and it's losing steam. So I gave it half a throttle, and then I knew something was wrong. So, but I couldn't stop on the hill. There wasn't even like an emergency lane. So I gave it all the throttle, and it finally got over the hill and died right at the top, and I coasted all the way down. Got to where I could pull off. Really? Broke the razor blade. Alright, time to bring out the big guns. But yeah, looked down. Saw it had barely any oil pressure right before it kicked off, and then when I got to the bottom of the hill, called the tow truck, come and get it, and then I pulled the motor out. He's gonna put that LS in it. Bought all the LS, bought like the hot side for the turbo. All I really needed was a converter, a cam, and intake and fuel system, and the turbos, and then I had everything else. Even got that power glide. But yeah, I got it. So let's get this thing out. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but it's gonna be worth it. So everything for this car. And that was the plan. I mean, I had all the knickknacks. I had like oil pan, everything. But got that good deal on this 440, and I think a turbo 440 would be way cooler than a turbo LS. You see, this is what my car doesn't realize when it plays with my emotions. I always got bigger toys. So, we got most of that up. Yep. We got it down here. Got the little spot over there. So now it's just going to need to be cleaned. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint all this black. Now I know what you're thinking. You're going to paint aluminum black. Well, this door panel is aluminum, and this was done, I don't know, 10 years ago. All of that's aluminum. And it was done about 10 years ago, just painted black. It's like the duplicolor, like I think it's trim black. So this battery's got to come out of here. I also pulled off this piece here. Well, I mean, you saw me drill out the pop rivets and then straighten it out. It's over there. So just so I can run all the wiring, so we don't have like this mess through here. Now I know I'm about to get asked why the battery is facing that way when it looks so much cleaner with all the wires facing that way. Well, it will be once I order a new power wire. That's it's as long as she gets. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do now is we're going underneath. Put y'all on time lapse, but we're gonna start grinding down here with the death wheel, not the death wheel, but the wire wheel, and let's get all this cleaned up. So now we're taking a roll bar and chassis paint. I just kind of wiped it up a little bit with simple green. It's not perfect by any means, but it's under the car, you know what I mean? So we're just going to spray a liberal coat on here, and we'll come back to see what she looks like. Alright, ladies and gents, it's still drying, but now this obviously isn't made to, I wasn't trying to like show car it, but trying to just preserve it a little bit. And I could have spent a little bit longer on it, made it a little bit nicer, but that's what we got now. Yes, I know the cuts in the floor. Yeah, whatever. So that's about all I'm gonna do for it today. Actually, I just seen I missed this whole spot right there. So I'm just gonna spray that part in, and then next time, probably won't film it, but we got to pull the rear end out. The bracket over there needs to be welded. That's why I stopped at the rear end, because we still got to weld a little crack in that bracket there. So I'll spray this in right quick, and then we'll move on to the trunk. Alright, so using our trim and bumper paint from Duplicolor, it's coming out, but it's coming out in like a pattern. I know you didn't see it, but took the grinder with the wire wheel, kept going over everything, and then vacuumed it out, then simple greened it, then wiped it, then vacuumed it, then dried it, then dry wiped it, then vacuumed it. So we are at this point, and we're spraying, so just keep going. Alright, first coat's done. Now, like I said, it's coming out kind of blotchy, but whatever. This could actually probably use a textured finish. It's so bad, but trying to use a tripod to set you up somewhere. There's really nowhere I could put it up, so sorry. Well, I've ran out of paint. Looks like I need to go to the store and grab some more. And we back. Got 2 more cans. Let's finish this thing up. Alright, so while we're letting them dry, we got new fuel cell straps. This is just it's a 1-inch aluminum stock. So basically, I want it to be a perfect fit. So our fuel cell is kind of caved in the middle. It's not a huge deal. So we're gonna get this as flat as we can. Try to eyeball it in the middle, right? That's why we can't take measurements with this stuff. And then here, I'm just going to make a mark to see where to bend it, and make a mark to see where to bend it. And then it's pretty simple. We're just going to come over here, put it down, and it's aluminum, so we bend it by hand. We don't want sharp 90s on it, so we're not getting a hammer. We just want to bend it to where it makes a nice bend around it to hold it down. So we'll do that, and then we're going to come down here and see where we need to straighten it out. Just at the bottom of the fuel cell here, where it sits down, and I'll see where it's bent. So then we're going to make it real simple. Oh. Let's measure one more time. Yep, right spot. And then we're just going to go here, put our scratches directly on it. And then bend it over. So, and then we'll be able to drill our hole once we get in the car and see exactly where it is. So that's how we bend fuel cell straps. Alright, so our fuel cell straps are bent. Like I said, we got that cave. Really needs a new fuel cell, but that's work for now. Probably gonna have to buy a new lid with a vent, because we was using this as a vent. That's not going to be our return. So we got the single 10 feed. It's going to feed our Aeromotive A1000. We're going to run E85. See how this trunk's coming out. Not bad. Not bad at all. So as you can see, it's not perfect. We're not going for perfect. We're going for way better than what it was. I don't care anything about having a nice car. Like, I like to do good work. But by good work, I mean I want the car to hook on gravel. I want the motor to run without ever being any problems. I want to be faster with my parts list than anybody else with their parts list.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Or with the same part list. I want my combination to work the best. As far as paint and stuff, as long as it looks presentable, which I definitely think it does. Not the body. The body of the car looks like trash, but like, this is really all you're going to see All those bumps in there, that's just rocks on the burnout or rocks getting slung up. It's aluminum. You're gonna see all that. That looks good. Over here looks pretty good. Up there looks pretty good. Right here looks like trash, but the fuel cell covers all that. Right there kind of looks like trash too, but the battery covers that. So we got our tail light covers, and then that piece we ripped out earlier, we went ahead and sprayed this too. I flattened it out the best I could. It's not perfect, like I said, but hey, what can you do? I am about to order a deck lid, a fiberglass one. This is just a metal deck lid that somebody had plasma cut a long time ago. I think it was my dad back in the early 90s. And as you can see, I mean, I fix all this whenever I painted the car. You know, I had like some dings in it, and you know, we popped them out and did the best we could, and then kind of like filled them. But it's so flimsy that when the car's going, it shakes and pops Bondo right loose. So I guess we might order that tonight, actually. The fiberglass deck lid. New pins, just the same kind. These Moroso like 5510s. I love those things. So we'll let this dry. We'll cut our straps down over there, and let's throw it back together, and we'll catch back up when it's back together. All right, so there we go. Obviously nothing's really bolted down, because I don't know if we're running that fuel cell, and I haven't got it wired up because we still got to run wires to tail lights and all that stuff, and redo like fuel pump relay, then you know, actually mount the stuff. Anyway, don't worry, all that stuff's going to be done. Finished underside, kind of finished. Oh, one thing, I don't know if anybody ever caught it, but I did have self tappers in the trans cooler. Now it is riv nutted. I did buy a riv nut, so yay. But that's I'm gonna wait to see if I buy a fuel cell. But I mean, in the meantime, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times better than what it was. So I'm tired. That's it for today. Another thing, I don't know if you could tell, but the Mustang got a little transformation. I'll probably upload the video soon. I just haven't done it because I haven't got glamour shots of it yet, and now it's super dirty. I've been driving it back and forth to work all week, so stay tuned for that. So as always, thank you guys for watching, suffering with me, trying to make Duster a little bit better, you know what I mean? So if you enjoyed this content, make sure you slap that subscribe button. She's coming along. So I need the rest of the fuel system and injectors, and she'll be running. So Snake Eater Performance, wait on them. Get the 1500s back in stock. So as soon as that comes, order it. Get the fuel lines, fuel filters. I think we got everything else. And a welder. So we're gonna do the exhaust. See how that turns out. But thanks guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.